What's going on, guys? This is A8 Fix coming to you with another video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Make sure you guys thumbs up these videos. And I need your support, guys. I don't need your money or anything. I just need you guys to subscribe. If you could do that for me, be greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys are also watching these videos all the way through. There's a lot of information that I give out, and the only way you'll get all the information is to watch the videos all the way through. Um, This video is how do you negotiate a car on Craigslist? It's it's a good question, and it's a pretty straightforward thing to negotiate a car, but there could be obstacles to overcome depending on how comfortable you are with the negotiating process. There are some people who on the seller side that they put prices firm, and they don't leave any wiggle room for you to negotiate. And if you try to negotiate with people like that, they don't favor the sale well. They want to just kick you to the curb, send you on the way, and they will be patiently waiting for the next person to come along. And sometimes those people, they have a good reason for what they do. Sometimes those people have a good vehicle, and they know they have a good vehicle, and they know that it's priced below um, what fair market value is for their vehicle and the condition that it's in, and they don't want to budge. But then you have those, and nor do they have to. It's up to the seller to now meet them at their price, or no deal will be done. And then you have those people who actually they don't want to negotiate because they have some type of affinity or affection for their vehicle. They have this thing where they love their vehicles. They put so much into a vehicle that they believe that the vehicle is worth more than it is. And I compare those type of people to the type of people that overprice or over improve their houses. If you move into a neighborhood, and the neighborhood is, let's say the median house is 50,000, and let's say you actually bought your house for half of the median price, so you paid 25, and then you want marble floors, you want you want a designer carpets and draperies and things like that, and you put all of these things. You want a $10,000 set of cabinets in the kitchen, and you want just high end amenities all throughout the house. Now you've improved that house way above the price that the neighborhood can sustain. So all of the houses, if the median value is 50,000, then the highest house would be 100, and then the lowest house, I believe, is like 25,000. So what you have to understand is that house, you've made it so that nobody will come into that neighborhood and pay over 100,000 for the house, and you put in 100,000 plus what you paid. You believe that you could get 125 out of it, and that's not right. And depending on the size of the house, your house may be smaller than other houses in the neighborhood with less bedrooms that are priced at 100,000. So you may have a disadvantage, but you've over improved something, and you can never get that amount of money. And it's the incomes for people that can afford that neighborhood will not sustain what you're asking for, so you'll never get out of it what you think. And that goes back to the car thing. When you put new rims and car stereos and all of this stuff in a vehicle that is only worth but so much, just because you put those things in there, that doesn't mean that you can ask for that money back, especially if it's not something that's pertinent to the safety or the function of the vehicle. If you put a new engine in a vehicle, that's different than putting rims on a vehicle. A new transmission is worth more in a vehicle than than $1,000 radio system in there. And a lot of people that over improve their vehicles, when they come times to sell them, they try to sell them with all of these things that they bought for themselves that you would never buy for that car. Most people that buy a car, they want to tailor it to their own needs. You don't want it to look like somebody else's vehicle. So that is part of the negotiation. So you have those type of people that you have to negotiate with. And then that's just on the on the seller side. On the buyer side, you may have a budget that you want to stick to. Even if, let's say you want to buy a truck, a used truck, just a work truck to get you back and forth, do things around the house and stuff like that. And you only want to spend $2,500 to $3,000. Well, all the ones that you see that are comparable to what you're looking for and that you would be comfortable spending your money on, they may all be in the $4,000 and $4,500 range, $3,500. They may be a tad bit out of your budget, and even if you have the money, you don't always have the mindset to what makes you feel like wasting an extra $1,000 or $1,500 for the type of vehicle that you want for the purposes you want it for. So the negotiation comes on the end of, now you have to negotiate with the person that wants so much for their vehicle, and then you have to be willing to give more or be able to say, hey, this is all I got, this is what I do. You have to basically, it's not a take it or leave it, but this is all I can give you. When it comes to negotiating, guys, both parties have to be willing to give a little to get a little. Both parties need to come out feeling like they got something. So you have to negotiate from a standpoint of, am I getting what I really want out of the vehicle money wise? And as the buyer, you have to feel like, am I getting the amount of car that I'm looking to pay for? So doing deals on Craigslist, negotiating car deals on Craigslist, it's a back and forth thing, and you have to be comfortable with the process in order for it to go successfully. If you're not comfortable with the process, then get somebody that you trust to go with you and actually negotiate the deal, and the car's for you, and you just let them know, hey, this is how much I'm spending, and I'm not spending a dime more, and if the car is worth all of my money, then I'll give them all of it. But if it's worth less than that, then you sit down and negotiate and say, hey, you tell whoever your partner is, hey, this is what I want to pay for this vehicle, this is what I think is worth. And then you have that person go back and then finish the deal, and you just go from there. If you don't feel comfortable, have someone else that's comfortable with doing the deal. But never try to make it a lopsided thing, because one person or both will end up walking away from the deal. You want to make the seller feel like they're getting enough money for the vehicle, and as a buyer, the buyer needs to feel like they're getting what they're paying for. So, guys, when it comes to how do you negotiate a car on Craigslist, it's a simple process. You just have to be willing to give a little, to get what you want, and you have to know what vehicles that you're looking for. You have to look at several vehicles while you're on Craigslist to see what options that these vehicles have, so that you know when you're negotiating, you know what's missing from a vehicle. You know if it's been in an accident, or if it's been, if the paint's bad and things like that. And other comparable vehicles, you can tell them that, well, you saw other vehicles on Craigslist for cheaper than yours with lower miles and better condition, and they may be willing to deal better with you because they understand that, hey, this vehicle that I have may not sell because they're looking at another vehicle. So you need to do all your homework and know what you're buying before you buy, so that you can have a good stance to start off the deal with, to try to have it in your favor as much as possible, guys. But it's another video from your man A8. Make sure you guys watch my videos all the way through. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video right now. And make sure you guys subscribe right now. It's free. It don't cost you anything. I don't need anything from you. Not your children, not your firstborn, not your wife, not your house. I don't want anything from you guys. I just want you to hit the subscribe button, and that'll make me happy. And all my subscribers, I try to honor them by putting them in my videos or in the description. So you guys that are not subscribed or subscribe, you can look through the list of the people I honor that actually do subscribe my channel. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next video. I'm out.